Awesome. Welcome, welcome to my recording of how to market and automate your business with systems. What you need to know. All right. So, in today's pre recorded presentation, you will learn how to market your business and where to apply automation. You'll also learn the exact marketing activities you can start doing today. So have a notepad near you so that you can take notes. Now, who am I? I am Jennifer Day. I help business owners plan, design, and implement automation strategies for their businesses so their business can run better with systems, automations, and AI. And you can follow me on Facebook at Jennifer J. Note the spelling of my name. Also, you can text me or call at 470-517-7006. So let's get into it. All right. So today we're going to talk about the marketing system that you are here to hear about. So this marketing system is made up of three components, and we're going to break down the three components that you should know. And you should know these so you can effectively market your business. Listen, I believe as an entrepreneur, we have what it takes to grow our business, right? But we also know that growing your business won't come easy. Heck, business is not easy. All right. It's so much they don't tell you about. But when we start our businesses, it feels like we are doing everything ourselves, right? I know I've been there. And you'll feel as if there's not enough time in the day for all the things that you need to get done. I know you can resonate with that. Um, but I've been there and I've decided to help business owners do business better with systems so they can get the potential customers and turn them into paying customers using systems. To accomplish this, we use software to manage the majority of the workload. Now, the other part of the workload is on you, right? You can't just wash your hands or set it and forget it. So we use Premier Biz System as our marketing automation software. So it allows you to manage the relationship with your potential customers in the masses, right? Meaning you can reach more customers and manage more customers with the system. But the experience for each potential customer, you can make it feel like it's personalized, right? With the software, because the outreach is personalized based on what you set up inside of your system. So you can focus on what you do best, right? Running the business. And your customers never feel like they're talking to a robot or they're just a number, right? That's the power of Premier Biz System. So let's get into this marketing system. The first component of the marketing system is awareness. Most people and most business owners skip past this and do not realize how important it is. How can anyone do business with you or know you are the solution to their problem if they do not know you exist? It is crucial for you to run awareness campaigns, right? And you're running these campaigns so that people are able to get to know you, to be able to get to know you wherever you are, wherever your audience is. So listen, I was told to be where my audience is, but I never understood it because they didn't break it down. Honestly, I think they were just repeating what they heard because when asked, they couldn't tell me what that meant. But let me tell you what it means from my perspective, from what I've identified as what this means with the experiences that I've experienced, right? It means that once you learn where your audience loves to play, once you learn the activities, the habits of your audience, then you need to be where they are. Now, it doesn't mean literally. Sometimes it does mean literally, right? But let's just take an example. So let's just say you find out one of the things about your the people who you're targeting is they love to play golf, right? So naturally, that means they'll be on the golf course. Now, does that mean you need to be on the golf course in the bushes lurking or trying to be a caddy? No. What it means is you know that this person is going to look at things that are pertaining to golf. So you can position yourself or your business in ads or advertisements that show up only in golf publications, right? Or golf magazines, or create your own magazine and see if you can get a position that the country club where the golf where they're golfing or whatever they do, however they do golf, right? You will have to figure that out. You have to learn that, right? So let's just say your target audience is homeowners. Where would you position your business? So, in order to get to homeowners, there's something called like Town Saver magazines or those blue envelopes that they send out to homeowners that are delivered to homes, or maybe you'll partner with a realtor and be a part of their gift that they give to homeowners when they close loans. So that's what it means, right? You get my picture. Or you could do presentations like this, right? So now I want you to stop and think for a minute what got you here today. Boom. That thought you just had is what I want you to do. Now, one of my coaches told me that the person who makes the most noise wins. And he said it doesn't matter if they are the best, they got the most attention. So I know that you've thought, just like I've thought, how in the heck do they have all of that success with those crappy services? They aren't as good as me, right? I've thought it. I know you thought it. So listen, guess what? They were everywhere and I was nowhere. So I'm going to let you sit with that. But I do want to ask you, do you know, as the business owner, this is one of your jobs? Okay, moving on. The second component is the marketing system. In the marketing system is automation, right? Automation is what I love. Automation is where I play. Automation is me, right? But once we have our audience and we figure out, where we're going to position ourselves, the next thing we want to do is to use automation to get them to know who we are and understand we are the solution to your problem. Now you can get them to know you and trust you through automation because we can send them emails, we can have them buy our books, we can leverage the software to have them book appointments, we can leverage the software to tell them about ourselves. We can leverage the software to be able to take them on the journey that we want to take them on to get to understand that we are the solution to their problem, right? So think of automation as the vehicle that will drive the entire system. And we use cutting edge technology to do it, right? So the last component is delegation. Delegation is the part that most business owners have a challenge with, including me. Okay. I'm not, I'm telling you, but I have the same issues that you have. But it's one of the most important factors of this system. So once we set this system up, delegation is what's going to allow us, the business owner, to do what we need to do, right? So delegation is the difference between solopreneur or business owner. We can delegate to a system or person, right? But in this marketing system, we're talking about delegation, having a virtual assistant on your team manage the software and your customers, allowing you to be the business owner. But do you know the difference between solopreneur and business owner? I didn't. It was slapped in my face, and I was like, oh, ouch. So most of us think we are business owners, but we really are solopreneurs acting as a business owner. Now, let me see if this identifies with you. All right. One of the characteristics of a solopreneur is that they work by themselves in their company and wear the majority, if not all, of the hats and work at all the departments, right? Now, listen, these definitions you're not going to find in a dictionary. These are definitions of my opinion. Okay. These are my opinionated definitions. Okay. But if I had to identify a solopreneur, this is how I would identify them, right? And so when you look at the departments, listen, you are the marketing department, you are the sales department, the billing department, the customer service, IT, graphic design, social media, web developer, conflict resolution, and so much more, right? Um, this is who you are. This is what you're doing as a business owner. And it this is the definition. So we say we want to define what a business owner is, but let's define what a business is. A business is an organization that follows a step by step process, a system to run the business, right? Let me read that again. It's an organization that follows a step by step process, a system to run the business. So, if we identify the business owner, it's an individual who manages the system that runs the business, right? So, that's your role. Your role is to manage the system that runs the business. So, now that we've identified that, which one are you and which one do you want to be? Right? I want to be the business owner who get out from all them departments, right? So it's still a work in progress for everyone. Everyone in business is still trying to manage a system that runs the business. But that's why you're here today, to understand what you need to do that. So, in order to do that, let's talk about the customer. Before doing business with you, there are requirements that people need to do business with you. They feel they need, right? And yes, I know what I'm about to talk about, what I'm about to say, you may have heard it before, but I'm going to break it down so you understand what it means. Remember, you may have heard it because somebody just threw it out there, but they didn't really explain it. So, before doing business with you, people feel the need to know, like, and trust you to pay you anything, right? Especially if you're providing services. You're probably not new to the concept of what we call the KLT funnel. Know, like, and trust, right? But do you know that understanding the importance of this funnel could mean you not missing out on potential opportunities? So let me tell you firsthand what a funnel is in my own words. Remember, this is my presentation. I recorded this presentation to tell you from my perspective. So a funnel is not a tool, it's a strategy. And I know you think like, no, 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 Jen, no, no, no. A funnel is those things that people go to and you go and then you go through it and they're like, but wait, there's more. Okay, but wait, there's more. Okay, but wait, there's more. Yes, that is a funnel. But it's the strategy that drives the but wait, there's more because what are those steps that's put into that funnel that says, but wait, there's more? There's a strategy that you have to sit down and figure out, how am I going to offer my services, right? So it's a strategy, all right? And then the software is just the tool, the vehicle to carry out that strategy. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. Now, listen, let's talk about this funnel. All right. So, what this is a set of marketing activities that assist your business with getting you to your potential customers so you can get them to know who you are, like you and your product or service, and trust you as the source to help them with their challenge so that they are willing to pay you to solve their problems. And when this happens effectively, we want them to buy from us, right? So now many entrepreneurs manually meet and greet each other, meet and greet their potential customers, and they manually make a decision on how to build a relationship with the potential customer. Let me explain to you what I'm talking about. All right. So you meet Sally, right? Hey, Sally, hey girl. You meet Sally and you and her schedule manually to meet at Starbucks where you sit down and you connect with her, right? And during this meeting, you learn about Sally. She learns about your business, your services, and your products. Sally learns about your story, how you started your business, and how your product serves your customers that you currently have, right? And so in your head, in your mind, that reminds me of that song, In My Mind. You believe your product is a good fit for her, right? So your intention is to sell her your product. Now, after weeks of following up with Sally, after your Starbucks meeting, you find out she is very much interested in your product, but unfortunately, she doesn't have enough money to take advantage of your offer. Has something like this happened to you? It's happened to me. So if you said no, I don't know. It's happening every day. And entrepreneurs think this is just the way it is. But what I'm telling you is that through automation, you take the same experience Sally went through to connect with you and automate that process. And now all the knowledge she learned about you, your business, and your products, you can automate. So now Sally can make a decision from there, right then and there, that will save both of you time that you spent at Starbucks. You spent travel time going to Starbucks. You probably had to put gas in your car, depending on where you are. If you had to take the subway, if you had to pay for Uber, whatever you had to do and Sally had to do, this saves both of you from that because you've automated this experience. Now, multiple people can have that same experience through automation that Sally went through. However, the difference is amongst the many people, there are only going to be a handful of Sallys that can afford your product and also need your product, right? Without hesitation. If given the opportunity, they would just buy your product because they're aware of who you are. They know you are the solution to your problem. Now, for everyone who is visual, I had to add these little money bags. This does not mean you are going to have bags of money. um, That is not what I am telling you. What I am showing you is an illustration of what this looks like. And these numbers are just because it's easier for me to do the math. Because, my math don't be mathing sometimes. So now the challenge is it's not enough people given the opportunity to purchase your product. So let me ask you this question. In the last 7 days, how many people have you asked to purchase your product and given them an offer to buy it right then and there? Write it down on your notepad or your piece of paper. How many people I have given the opportunity to purchase my product? And for, again, math purposes, let's just say, have you asked at least 1,000 people to purchase your product and given them an offer to buy it right then and there? So let's talk the reality in numbers. Okay. Let's just talk, let's just say you asked 100 people, right, to buy your product or your service and giving them a chance, right? How many people do you actually think will buy, right? How many people will actually buy? So 10 people, if we're converting at a 10% rate, let's just say we say, all right, um, you look at your numbers in your business and you say, my conversion rate is at 10%. Again, I'm using this for math. All right. So it could be 3%, it could be 2%, it could be 1%, it could be 0.5%. You're going to have to do the math for your own business. But if we have 100 people and the conversion rate is at 10%, once they go through the process, only 10% of them may buy, right? Only 10 people may buy out of 100 because we're converting at 10%. So if we want better outcomes, we have to increase the number of people who is aware and who is going to likely come through our know, like, and trust funnel process, right? So let's just say we ask 1,000 people. How many people will buy? So if we're converting at 10%, 100 people will most likely buy, right? So if we ask 10,000 people to purchase with our conversion rate of 10%, 1,000 people will buy, right? So one more example. Again, you see my math, see how it's easy to let the math be math. If we ask 100,000 people with our conversion rate of 10%, 10,000 people will buy, right? So, what we have learned is the more people who know you, the more opportunities you have to generate income in your business. Now, I know you're like, Jen, how in the heck can I talk to that many people? I don't have time. Aha. So I am going to give you the exact strategies right now. So take out your paper, should already be out, or however you're going to write these notes. Here are the activities that you can possibly do in your business to be able to generate the awareness and have your offer ready so people can get to know you and know that you are the solution to their problem. So, number one on one meetings. Number two, referrals. Number three, business card, digital or paper. It doesn't matter, right? If you do digital, then you can have automation set on the back side, right? Advertisements. So, advertising. whether it's social media that's, displaying your advertisement. So, advertisement, cold calling. You can cold call people to let them know, like, hey, this is what we do and this is what we offer. Just make sure you're following the laws that you need to follow for cold calling. Networking events, attending networking events, letting people know, hey, this is what we do. These are the people who we're looking for, and asking them, hey, if you know anyone, would you refer them on over to us? Right? So these are strategies that you can do right now, doesn't cost you anything. You can um, do these things right from your business seat, your business office, right? Also, you can do them organically. Now, as the business owner, these are the things you should be doing after you automate the business. So people are just going through the funnel. So these are the strategies that you could do. Let's look at some more strategies that maybe you could put some money behind or that will pay you, right? So let's talk about magazines. Remember my example of, if your customer is at the golf course, how about putting your advertisements in golf digests or golf magazines that they would normally look at, right? Of course, you're going to have to pay for that. Or what if you wanted to create your own magazine? There are companies out here that allow you to do that. So putting magazines out, right? Facebook, advertising on Facebook, Facebook ads. This is huge for most businesses, as Facebook is one of the places where both business owners, homeowners, and consumers all are. So there's a lot of traffic and action you can do on Facebook, either post the ads or doing Facebook ads or posting, right? Blogs, creating your own blog. Blogs are a SEO strategy that'll bring people to you with the right keywords and strategies, right? Podcast guests. Be a guest on a podcast where you know your audience will be listening, right? Public speaking. Using our software, you're able to collect leads from a public speaking event where you're the speaker from the audience in one texting action, right? YouTube. Either run ads on YouTube or post on YouTube. YouTube is a search engine that most business owners don't think about. Instagram, posting on Instagram, running Instagram ads. Publication articles, making sure you're inside of there where your audience is. Start your own podcast. You can start your own podcast and be your own authority figure. Email sequences, sending out emails, letting people know who you are, what you do, and how you can solve their problem. Create your own events where you're the authority and people can come to you and get to know you and understand that you are the solution to their problem. Or write a book. You could write a book and have people understand you're the authority, get to know you, and understand your audience. Now, you can take a screenshot of this or take a picture with your phone of these activities if I was moving too fast. The key, though, is to not just market to your audience one on one, market to the masses, right? Creating awareness. And that's what we call mass awareness marketing. So, mass awareness marketing is a system designed to reach your audience using multiple strategies, channels, platforms, and methods. And I just showed you those, right? The common factor in all of these strategies is that everything leads back to your system. And in our automation software, Premier Biz System, we are able to accommodate the mass traffic, right? From 5 to 50 to 500 to 1,000 to 100 of thousands to millions in requests from leads and able to nurture those leads into the sale. Right now, it's not saying that they're going to buy directly from your system, but that's the purpose, is to nurture your leads so they understand who you are and they make the decision on their own to purchase from you, right? Now, in order to do mass awareness marketing, you must have a system to create and manage it all. You need a system to create your social media. You need a system to create your emails. You need a system to create the automation. And once it's created, now you have a system that can manage. We use the system to create the automation strategies for your prospects and nurture them through the process to buy from you and work with you. Then you must have a way to manage all of your leads, keeping them organized so you know who purchased from you, who didn't, when they purchased, what they purchased, all the details from there, right? So you must have a way to be able to control all of this. And this is how you're able to manage and automate your business from mass awareness marketing. Now, let me ask you a very, very serious question. If 1,000 people wanted to do business with you in the next 7 days, is your business ready to handle it all? Heck, it could be today. What if you got an offer where a community says, "Oh, we have 1,000 people and we need to get them signed up and blah, 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 blah." Can you handle it? Are you ready? If you answered no, the reason is because you need a system. A system is a step by step process that will save you time, energy, and money, right? Without it will save you time, energy, and money, right? And so the one thing about it is the system is going to run your business and it could be repeated over and over again, removing you from the process, allowing you to service your customers. Now, for those of you who are visual, this is what it looks like while you are operating as a solopreneur. You have a capacity problem. You can only handle what you can physically manage, right? But when you have a system, you're able to manage many people and many businesses, many customers, right? And so now we want to look at the customer journey. So we have customers, and if we look at the journey, the customers you have made aware of your solution to your problem, they're viewing your pages. They saw you on stage, they saw you on the podcast, they read your book, they watched your video, right? Now they become a lead, which means they've given you their name, their email, or their phone number, right? And so now they book an appointment for a one on one meeting to purchase your service. You close them with the sale. Now, normally, this process may take 40 hours per person. I'm just giving an average. I don't know how long your process is. You're going to have to analyze that and see how long does it take me to do this, right? But as the business owner, you're on the verge of burning out because you don't know how you're going to continue this path. So let's just say you're speaking on a stage or on a podcast, or your audience is listening and watching, right? So after, in order to be a lead, they come to you and they talk to you, and then you exchange this information, right? Have you ever been there? Have you ever been a speaker on a stage and then there's this line afterward of people to talk to you? The long lines of people waiting to speak to you after an event, you are tired, right? So if you know how time consuming that is, you know about the people who also gave up and walked away. Opportunities just walking away, right? So the ones that you spoke with and you connected with, you were able to get them an appointment and you booked them on the sale. But then there's the option we didn't talk about, right? The option is automating that process. So if we automate this process, we are practicing mass awareness marketing. We are just feeding traffic to the system, and the system takes care of the rest. We automate from stage, we automate from podcasts, we automate our networking. So, listen, we break down this system in our Boost Sales, Not Stress, how to drive more customers and sales using AI. It's an online event. You can register for today. Just click the button below. You have the option to either attend a pre recorded session like this, or a live session, or an in person session. It is up to you. So go ahead, click the button. Thank you so much for listening to me today and signing up to listen to this presentation. Click the link below, and I hope that you have an amazing day.